Hi everyone, it's Killshot from 99 Gaming. It's The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 6, The King, the Widow, and Rick live countdown. Here we go. We're going to talk a little bit of spoilers tonight. I'll let a few people kind of get in the door. This is our ritual. This is our Sunday night countdown. We will do reactions after the episode because, well, not after the episode, after Talking Dead, because there's going to be some news that is unveiled tonight. You can see the picture of Abraham. There's a strong suggestion that that will be the news, that there will be a crossover event, so we'll talk about that tonight. And we're just going to go through and talk about the episode because we did the spoiler video a couple days ago. I was not able to live stream that, so it was, you know, with the holiday week, a lot of things were going on, but we did get the spoiler video and a couple of things that are going to go down this week. So appreciate all of you guys being here and making this part of your Sunday night thing. We try to keep it about 25 or 30 minutes, so you got a little bit of time to eat, do some things, hang out. And if you guys are new to the stream, I would love if you guys would just subscribe, hit the like button. If you're not a part of the Facebook page, the 999 Army, we have a lot of fun over there as well. If this is your first time here, I'll just kind of give you just a little bit of an overview. This is, it's like a podcast, it's talk radio. You make these videos, so I'll get on a topic in most cases, and then I'm going to kind of call on you, and whatever you're typing, if you don't want something to show up in this video, don't type it, because if you do type it, then I'm very likely to call your name and to embarrass you. That's just kind of what I do. No, I won't embarrass you. And also, just want to give another super shout out. I did a live stream this morning. It was a gaming stream, and Angela, who was on there, did a super chat donation, a $30 super chat donation. So I want to thank you once again. If you do decide, I'm not telling you to have to, if you do decide to hit the $sign, one thing that we will do is we will stop whatever conversation we're talking about, and you get a free question. So you can ask questions anyway, and I'll try to get as many people as I can, but a super chat sort of blocks it and highlights it, and then I'll ask it to the group, and we'll just sort of all talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's kind of your moment. So your money, your moment, right? Thanks, everybody. Appreciate all of you guys being here. So here's a little bit of what is going to go down tonight. Let's, you know, it's about that junkyard. You're going to see some things tonight on AMC that maybe you, you know what? Before I get into that, thank you. One more announcement. I get sidetracked so easily. D. Mooney said I sound so much better. I was doing live streams last week and just completely under the weather. So I feel better. I'm getting my voice back. So it's, you know, when you do these on a weekly basis, you kind of need your voice. It's a little hard to do this without that. So moving forward, but thank you for that. I appreciate that. Tonight, we're going to see Rick. We know Rick has been taking these Polaroid pictures. So he's going to shake it like a Polaroid picture. And he's taking these pictures to the Scavengers, to the junkyard. These are the same people that turned on him. They're the same people that beat down Michonne, that shot him, that shot Rosita. I mean, in the crossfire. Carl did shoot one. Carl got crazy mode. But he goes there to see Jadis. Jadis evidently is working on a sculpture. And we get to see a lot of Jadis. Evidently there's some nudists there. And they're very, they're creating their own art. So Jadis gets dressed, and I know in the Comic-Con trailer we saw someone walk up, and it was speculated, oh, it's Eugene. No, it's Simon. It's Rick. So they bring Rick up, and they circle around Rick, and we're going to have a little bit of dialogue. And Rick's basically going to say, if you don't, we'll give you the same deal. If not, we'll destroy you. And she's like, no. And they're going to take his clothes, and they're going to lock him up. So Rick will join that nudist colony. There is a helicopter pad. I just don't know if the Scavengers have the skill set to fly helicopters. Maybe they do. There's a lot of stuff in that area. What's up, E-Beach? Hey, thanks. Hey, thanks, and happy Thanksgiving to you as well. So that's really going to be a little bit of your spoiler with the Jadis and the Scavenger group. And I know some people didn't want to get back to this. They just want her off the show. I'm not a big fan of these people, but hold tight. You might get your wish in the very near future. Daniel Romero says, does Jada side with Rick or turn on him again? Both. You're getting a little ahead of the next couple episodes. So tonight, she's not Team Rick. But in the next couple weeks, you'll see something a little bit different. What's up, Kat? It's good to see you, man. Thanks to all of you guys for being here. Really quickly, and I'll get into the next spoiler because You guys have probably already saw the videos, and you know from the different spoiler sites. We got about 100 people here. If you guys could just slap the like button, that would be awesome. Just do me one favor, and let's get this thing up to 100 likes as quick as possible before we end the stream. That would be awesome. And did I miss a birthday? No, his birthday was a couple weeks ago. Well, happy late birthday to you, Nathan. All right, so the episode is called The King, the Widow, and Rick. So, the king. We're not going to see too much of the kingdom, but from what I've gathered, that Ezekiel is still, he's not ready to lead. Carol will go to him, and she's going to try to get him more involved, but he's just not ready to do it. Don't think he cuts his hair, does anything drastic in this episode, but you're just going to get a little bit of that pushback, like he's just not ready to do it. Jenna, I'm going to say no, she's not. Michonne is not becoming less. I think she's going to become more of a badass, to be honest with you. I mean, the problem that I have with what's going on tonight and what's going on in the future episodes, everybody's leaving Alexandria. You know, they think they're just going to take this fight directly over to Negan and there's going to be no retaliation. So Rick is out. He's cutting a deal. Daryl and Tara. There's your other spoiler. What's up, Sarah? Thanks for being here. Daryl and Tara will join forces, and they're going to go out. So they're leaving. Rosita and Michonne are joining forces. They're leaving. I don't think it happens tonight. I didn't get that. But Enid will go meet Aaron up at Hilltop. So Enid's leaving. Who's watching Alexandria? This is the problem. They don't have a contingency plan. I mean, we saw what happened with Negan. When Negan he wasn't prepared for an attack. Do they not think that there's enough saviors that they can launch a counterattack? That's going to be the weakness, I'm telling you right now. So let me get to a couple of the other spoilers. So we know the king. We know what Rick is up to. So I'll get to Maggie and I'll talk about some of the other events that are going to happen. So Maggie is not going to be happy that Jesus brought the people here. It's a great question, Tommy. So Jesus thought that, hey, I can just round all these people up and Maggie's going to deal with it. But then I guess he forgot that, yes, these people do work for the man who beat down my husband. Maggie is not going to be quite as lenient and forgiving as Jesus thinks. So there's a fallout. And I think it is Jared. I didn't get that in the spoiler, but I think it is Jared who tries to escape, and you know, he's got the little piece of wood trying to cut the rope off his wrist. Maggie is going to imprison them, and the fallout between Maggie and Jesus is, you know what, we'll let them live. I'm not going to execute them. But she's going to put them in basically like a pit or a field, an area that is going to be surrounded in barbed wire. And basically what she's saying is, I'm going to use them for bait. I'm going to use them, not for walker bait, I'm going to use them for negotiating chips. And you know, it might actually work, because when you first see Negan, sometimes you think, all right, he's not, and I guess that is if worse comes to worse. You don't really want to negotiate with Negan, but he does say people is a resource. People, I mean, he doesn't seem like that type, but he said it a couple times. He said it to Jadis, and he also said it to Father G. So Coog says, wants to know what I think will happen with Sadiq and Carl. All right, we go over spoilers here, and most of you have been on my my prediction videos earlier. So here's what I'm going to do. Since he asked the question, I'm gonna negotiate. Hey, thanks, Emma. Good seeing you. And what's up, Jay? If I can get 25 more people to slap the like button, Coog, I will go ahead and I'll give you my prediction. I'll give you my Carl prediction once again. Also, let me say, when it happens, because I'm pretty comfortable it's going to happen, I just want you guys to remember, you heard it first here about 2 months ago. So I know when other people are doing the videos and other people, it's a prediction, it's not a spoiler yet. But I'm feeling really confident it's going to happen this way. All right. Okay, we got people on the, all right, we're good. We got people on the like button. So here it is. And I mentioned this a couple times because we were talking about this happening with different characters, and then it just made a little bit more sense with Carl. So I'm still going to say, and so I'll give you a little bit of spoiler. So tonight, Carl goes out and he finds Sadiq, and he gets Sadiq to come back. So they become friends. He befriends him. As you all know, there's rumors out there that Carl dies in the mid-season finale. And even on, somebody went in and jacked IMDb and put, after Rick loses his son, and it was put up, it was taken down. And now, evidently, there are video or pictures of Rick and Carl filming in episode number 16. So that's kind of come full circle. Now, we don't know if the IMDb was a fake, if it was real, so it could still happen. Carl could still die. But I don't think so. I think Carl gets attacked, and I think Carl leaves. I do think Sadiq is going to return the favor. All these people are spread out. Carl's going to get overrun at the sanctuary in 2 weeks. I think he may even get stabbed. It's a possibility. I don't think he dies. And I think Sadiq is going to take him away. I see Carl leaving, wanting to be away from it, doing his own thing, and I see Carl taking the time skip. My prediction, it would give them enough of the comic to satisfy that storyline, because in the comic and TV show, Michonne is Andrea. And Michonne gets mad because Rick doesn't, in the comic, Rick doesn't kill Negan, and she leaves. So someone could definitely take that role. It could be Rosita, but Rosita might have a date with a Pike. It could be Tara, but it could also be Carl. So that's the way I think it's going to happen. And if I'm wrong, I'll tell you I was wrong. It's fine. Carl could definitely, I think they have to keep the Carl character alive. It doesn't have to be Chandler. But killing, I mean, I just don't see the show without Carl. Killing is forever. Because they don't have to. It's so easy just to write him off the show and bring him back later on. I mean, we're all going to have to deal with that. If that's a mid-season finale and Carl actually does die, it's going to be hard, I think, to really grasp everything that happens the rest of the season. So I don't see it. I feel very strongly, and I've said this before, I feel more strongly that if Carl were to die and Rick doesn't massacre everybody, it's bad writing. Rick would lose his freaking mind. And I don't think Rosita is going to get her comic death either. You know what? I'll give you prediction number 2. I think Heath and Rosita are going to take, I think they're going to be the heads on the Pikes. I'm sorry. I said Rosita. I think Sherry and Heath. My bad. In the comic, it is Ezekiel and Rosita. And I think on the TV show, it's going to be Heath and Sherry. For different reasons. Heath, I think it brings closure, and we've already seen Heath with his busted glasses. And with Sherry, it will create that last little bit that we need to start accepting Dwight as part of Rick's group. I mean, right now we sort of accept he's there, but there's some people have reservations. Well, once we see Sherry dead, then we know that Dwight is all in. That's all about finding the next group. So closure for Heath, and it gets us emotionally attached to Dwight. Here's the problem. I mean, I don't think Heath is a whisperer, and it's a really, if he is, it's going to be interesting writing. Okay, here's why. Heath had some Coke bottle glasses. Now, if the Whisperers took him and said, hey, we got some contacts you can wear, maybe. But Heath is going to be like roaming around not being able to see a thing, because he doesn't have a replacement for those glasses. I know it's minor, and you know what? They could bring him back. If they bring him back and he becomes a whisperer and he's got like walker flesh on his face and he's walking around and he can see like 20/20, then I'm going to do a video just on that. Just on how crazy that is. Okay, let's move forward and talk about, because we got about 10 more minutes, talk about a couple more things that are going to go down tonight. One of the things going to go down is Daryl needs a badass partner. And Tara needs a badass partner. Right? Tara was not cool with Jesus letting those people live. Daryl is not cool with Rick letting those people live. So tonight we get to see a partnership form between Daryl and Tara. Now, how far they'll get into it, that is debatable. So, they're going rogue. And the one thing that's going to be cool is we do get to see the scene from the Comic-Con trailer, where apparently tonight they hijack a garbage truck and they smash it into one of the Savior's cars. You know what? Well, Lion's a good point. I want to see Oceanside join the fight. Maybe next week we'll get to see a little Oceanside. Nerd Life is he's like, those glasses are just for looks. I'm going to tell you what, Heath had some serious glasses. And another partnership. Somebody asked a little bit earlier, is Michonne getting weak? No. Michonne and Rosita, that's actually, I might be able to get the enjoyment that I was not really able to get with Rosita and Sasha. I wanted them to be a little bit better friends and a little bit tougher. You know, they were kind of like, okay, we're going to kill but not talk. I'm hoping Michonne and Rosita actually make it a partnership. But here's what goes down. Rosita evidently finds a RPG, and she blows up a Savior tonight. So Tammy Heitzman says, I'd really love to see Daryl partner with Maggie. Yeah, you know, I just don't know how tough Maggie can be for that much longer because of the baby. So Jay has a theory that Simon was the one who killed Oceanside men. Could be. So 2 Saviors. One dying in a truck and one dying in... Rosita's going to blow him up. And, of course, you know, the big thing everybody wants to know, any major characters dying tonight? No major characters, just the saviors we talked about. And a little bit of tidbits, a little bit of extra information. So, you know, Gregory came back, and Gregory was knocking on the gate. They finally let him in. He feels like he's, you know, getting a little bit of a roll back at Hilltop. Apparently not. Apparently Maggie is going to put Gregory in the same pen as she puts the saviors. And they're saying that Gregory is crying like a baby. So he's completely breaking down. Now, I do think that's going to set up a little bit of that betrayal. Gregory changes allegiances so fast. So not that it's going to happen tonight. But we do know that, or we have a strong feeling Gregory's going to die. Right? He died in the comics. So I think there's one more betrayal up his sleeve that is it's going to dictate his fate. He's going to be in a pen with the saviors. Now, keep in mind, nobody knows Hilltop better than Gregory. So I think this sets up a good storyline for next week or the week after. And, of course, I'll post the spoilers for you guys, but this is still prediction mode. I think Gregory is going to partner with the saviors and break a few of them out, and somebody's going to die. Maybe Cal, maybe somebody. But then Jesus is either going to redeem himself or Maggie is going to kill Gregory, one or the other. Once they're like, you know what, Gregory was here, he went to the saviors, he had a deal cut with them, and we lock him up in a pen, and he's trying to do things to get him out. We still can't trust him. They're going to have to get rid of him. And let me see if there's anything that we missed from this week's episode. Nope. I think the only thing is the ending to tonight's episode is going to be, we talked about Rick being locked up naked in that that trailer car type of thing. And what's bizarre is, remember Daryl had the A on his prison suit? Well, apparently Jadis is going to mark the trailer with the letter A. So it does suggest deeper ties between the Scavengers and the Saviors. You know, what does it mean? Does it mean Alexandria? Does it mean... I mean, you know, there's been so many predictions out there. So I'm kind of looking forward to, you know, sort of the behind the scenes and some of the hidden clues to that as well. The A-Team. There you go, Salen. I like that. All right, so we're 25 minutes in. I'm going to open it up for your questions, your predictions, your comments, your thoughts. We went over a complete recap of what's going to go down tonight. We will also have the reaction video tonight after Talking Dead, so it's probably going to be around 11:15ish Eastern Standard Time. We're not going to do a full recap. It's basically, it's our venting session. These are good with different episodes. So, for example, I know tonight it won't be too dramatic, but if, you know, if for some reason in a couple episodes Carl dies, they're very good for us all just to sort of get together and unwind and talk about what's going on, if it's a very traumatic type of episode. Tonight I think it's just going to be hanging out. Hey, what'd you guys think of this? You think there's a little bit more to that? We'll talk a couple hidden clues, but it's not going to be like line by line exactly what happens. I mean, that's what we just did. We just broke it down. So Coog wants to know, how will Rick escape the Scavengers? And I'm going to say he doesn't, because we're getting too far ahead of it. Let's save that for next week. Let's just say Jadis will have a change of heart. How about that? Jace, no, Jesus is not Aaron's new boyfriend. Aaron does not have a boyfriend. Aaron does not want to move on. Aaron will be partnering with Enid very soon. They're going to go take care of some business. But we're in the middle of war. There's no relationships going on right now. This is about survival. I like that, Joanna. 999 therapy. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll keep that. You know what? I'm just tired of Jesus holding people back. I mean, I get what he's trying to do, but you can save people later. Now is the time to pull out all the big guns and take care of Negan. Then go back. Because as long as Negan's around, you saw how that lady reacted last week. You know, they're like, is Negan alive? Is Negan alive? Oh, Negan's here. Oh, we missed you. You know, you're everything. That's kind of what it's about. They got to take Negan out, and then the people will not be, even the workers won't be scared into siding with him. Hey, thank you, Veronica. I missed you, and I am feeling better. And thank you. I appreciate all of you guys sending me messages and asking me how I felt. It was 3 pretty rough days. I even got like Kick messages. If you guys are not following me on Kick and you want to shoot me a message, you can kick me at KILZHOT. During the week, if you come up with a prediction or a theory or something you just want me to read, then shoot it over. I'm just reading through a couple of your comments here. So, James Dean Love, I am. And, tonight on The Talking Dead, I guess we can finish this video and sort of talk about that. Fear the Walking Dead has had moments that it was just not very good. I tried so hard to love it. I watch it, but there are a couple episodes that just, it was tough. Too coincidental, all of those things. And you can see by the picture of Abraham. So here's the deal. They are filming in Texas. And it looks like Abraham is going to be the crossover character from what I've heard. And it's going to kind of start with Abraham's family in Texas. And let's see. Let's go back to the comic. There was a... apparently, I read this issue of the comic where Abraham was telling Rick. So apparently Abraham went out in the comic, and a lot of his friends and his neighbors, they assaulted his wife and his daughter. And Abraham went out there and just basically killed them with his bare hands. And even though that his wife and his daughter and their neighbors were abused by their neighbors, it just changed people. And I'm recollecting from the comic because it was probably like issue number 50. It was a while ago when I read this. His wife and his daughter were so afraid of him and how he reacted, even though he was doing what most people probably would have done. They were more afraid of him than they were the other people. And he lost them. And I think if that's the crossover, we're going to see that story. And now I hope Abe makes Fear the Walking Dead better than Fear the Walking Dead doesn't make Abraham bad. That's really what I'm hoping happens. So, like I said, I'll go back through the comic. Now, I did read that, so I should know it, but I only read it once. That's my comic lore. But if I remember everything correctly from the conversation he had with Rick, that's the way it happened. And if you guys have not watched that, then get over and check out some of the comic book reads. If you've not read the comic and you don't want to read the comic, it's like learning another language. Just go back to the videos. I have them set up in playlist. Your way to work, while you're working out, exercising. That's why this is like talk radio. You can just play it and Just listen. It's 10, 15 minutes. In about 6 months, you'll be completely caught up. Liam says, Kills, who is your favorite character on The Walking Dead? My favorite character is and has always been Abraham. But I wasn't sad when he left. The cool thing about Abraham's character was I knew he was going to die, and I was totally cool with it. I wasn't cool with Glenn dying, even though I knew Glenn died in the comic as well. But I thought, hey, he's willing to die for all these other people. That's why I was so mad at Negan for taking the one extra. It's like he basically just pissed on Abraham because, hey, Abraham was doing this. Let the guy take one for the team and protect everybody. And by killing somebody else, you're basically just saying, screw you, Abraham. I hated that. But, yeah. You know what? Good question, E-Beach. When is Morgan going to die? You know, I just don't know. I don't know what's going to go down with Morgan. Everybody, when they don't know what's going to happen to a character, they naturally say, oh, he's going to the Whispers. Where's he? He's Whispers. Where's Sherry? Whispers. Where's Jadis? Leader of the Whispers. What's going to happen with Morgan? Come on, people. Everybody can't be in the Whispers. But it's funny. It's funny how we sort of piece it together. You know, at least in my mind, it makes sense. But like some predictions, today has been a lot of spoilers and a few predictions, but you guys ask. Okay, everybody. I want to thank all of you. It is 8:32. We got 28 minutes before The Walking Dead. I try to keep these spoiler videos, these countdowns at around 30 minutes. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you've not hit the like button as of yet, if you've been kind of like holding it ransom till the last minute, Lucille that like button. Just get it out of the way. Number 2, I see some new faces here. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We're getting close to 70,000 subscribers. Unbelievable group of people. And we get different people at different times. Like I'll see Soundwave show up, and I haven't seen Soundwave in a little while. And then I'll see Easy Man show up, and the Easy Man's like, hey, Kills, yeah, I missed a couple streams. So I appreciate all of you guys. You're amazing. You build this channel. Everything you do. We're getting closer. I'm hoping that we're 70,000 subscribers within the next couple weeks, because when that happens, we are going to do a big event. We're going to do some giveaways. Just hold them tight. We got another 700 or so people to go, so we'll get there soon. Last week we probably could have added most of them, but with the holidays, just didn't put a lot of content out there. You got to spend some quality family time too, right? All right, thanks everybody. This is but when I'm not with my family, I'm with my second family, with all of you. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. It's a pleasure being here for all of you guys. And as regular tradition, just throw a quick 999. Awesome, bro. We're going with Abraham as the crossover character. Type a quick 999 in chat so I can give you a shout out, and you will be forever a part of this video. And if you got to go somewhere, you can go ahead and head out now. This is just the closing credits. I just want to give you a quick shout out. It's going to take a couple minutes, but we do this all the time. So thank you. All right, let's get this thing rolling. I would like to say a shout out to all my moderators. If I miss one or two, you guys are awesome. So thank you to my mods. JB, what's up, JBB? Rick Grimes 12, thank you for being here. Tina B, thank you. Pleasure as always. Mr. Leahy, Emma Michalik, even though you got here a little late, Emma, I forgive you. Veronica Nicole, thank you so much. 1964 Cats in the house. What's up, Cats? Curious Pup. We got cats and then a pup. Oh, the irony. Adam Vasquez, what's up? What's up, D. Mooney? Thanks, man. Appreciate you being here. Soundwave, April Russell is here as well. E. Beach. Easy Man. Thanks, man. Christopher James. Appreciate you being here. Lynn the Zombie Fox Myers. Pleasure as always. DJ Flex Master. Chad Gilbert. Epic Vids. Jamie Taylor. Walani. Jeff Kerrigan. Chad Gilbert. Michelle Wolf. Joanna Karpowicz. There's my family right there. What's going on? Orlando Ariaga. What's up? Tammy Heitzman. Good seeing you. Nicholas Chinchilla. What's going on? Maggie Bonacorda. Thank you for being here. Cotton Grease. What's up, man? Oh, come on, Cotton. Don't be thumbnail stalking. You can't come in here and thumbnail stalk. You know what? I'm going to stop the shout-outs right now. Just don't. That's creepy. What's up, Rick Fisher? Brene, what's going on? Jenna, good to see you as well. Soldier X. Melanie Shaw. What's going on, Melanie? Stev The Cuervo Queen Richardson. Tommy, the sweet-ass Enforcer McCandless. My mods, Emmy Desiree Bacon. Thank you as well. Kel says smile. Where's Bree at? Somebody look up Bree. She hasn't been here in a while. Got to message her. All right, I'm back to shout-outs. I just temporarily paused it just to kind of pull him to the side. Julie King is late. Julie King shows up at the end of the stream when I'm doing shout-outs like, I'm late. You have to watch the playback. You know what? I don't know if I can say your name. Jalima? Jalima Haynes? I'm trying. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Bia, what's up, Bia? Nerd Life. There you go. Good seeing you. I'm going to miss a lot of people. If for some reason I do miss you in a shout-out, don't send me hate mail. Just leave it in the comments. I'll catch you in the next one. Once this video goes live, if you guys could do me a favor, it's going to go live in about 10 minutes, so everybody's going to watch the playback. Leave a couple comments. If you leave some really good creative comments, I will take your comments and put it on our 999 spoiler page, so people will comment to your comments. And also, just to let you know, we have 999 sports, 999 spoilers, 999 comics, 999 plays for video games, and of course 999 gaming, which brought us all here. Diane Estes, thanks for being here as well. And Walker Dead. So the few people I did miss, I will catch you in the next one. Nisi Spina, good to see you. Salen Blue. God, so many people, I can't catch everybody. I'll get you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Talk to y'all soon. Have a good night, and I'll see you 11:15 for the reaction video. Peace.